glad to be back here in Maine. I was just traveling. I ran into a college friend in the Atlanta airport, and she came up to me. She gave me this big hug, and she said, "Oh, my God, how are you? How was y'all's pandemic?" Like it was spring break. And also like it was over. Two different things completely altogether. And I don't know how to answer that. Well, how do you answer that? I don't know. My pandemic was fun. How was yours? It's fun. Mine started on March 12th of 2020. I remember it very vividly. I went to go pick up my 2 college kids. I brought them home where we all stayed, all 5 of us together again for the next 18 months. Yay! It was fun. They came home, they started messing up my Netflix account. They got a clean glass every time they got something to drink. Oh my gosh, no one knows how to use the dishwasher. It was fun, yay! It was so much fun. We did have some fun milestones during the pandemic. We had a couple of virtual graduations, yay. The first one we had was my younger son graduated from high school, lucky class of 2020, yay. And he had an actual graduation. They managed to get a graduation where the kids got to go to the school and they walked across the stage in person and got their diplomas, while their parents who gave birth to them and made all those snacks for all those years and watched all those games in cold weather, we had to stay home and watch it online in our pajamas drinking cocktails. It was awesome. Best graduation ever. Highly recommend the COVID graduations. We got to stay home. My mother-in-law didn't have to come. I didn't have to get dressed. I didn't have to make food. We got hammered. We had a really good time. It was fun. Highly recommend it. And then we had, fall of 2020. If you remember back to last fall, we're like, oh, by the fall, everything will be back normal, right? It'll be fine. And I was really looking forward to the fall of 2020 because that was going to be the first fall that I was going to have an empty nest. All my kids were going to be in college in the fall of 2020. But then COVID stayed, right? They stayed with us. So my younger son took a gap year and he stayed home, and my daughter, who's a sophomore in college, had online classes, and she stayed home, and my older son, senior in college, online classes, he stayed home. It's fun, and I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm totally fine.